Parents and teachers, do you know what sadfishing is? I'm going to explain to you what this phenomenon is, how it's bad for students, how to know how it's different from some other items on social media, and what you can do about it. I'm Josh with smartsocial.com. Now first, the slang dictionary says sadfishing. What does it mean? Sadfishing is the act of posting about your emotional problems online for the attention or personal gain from others. Now, the Wall Street Journal says sadfishing, predators and bullies, the hazards of being real on social media. Sadfishing is when influencers play up emotional troubles to boost likes. Teens who emulate the behavior attract predators and bullies. We're going to look at what one celebrity did to boost those likes and make money all off sadfishing. Now, what is it? Well, people have been fishing for attention online since the start of social media. And you, as a parent, probably see people on Facebook doing this. Like, today was a terrible day. And they're begging for people to comment below, to ask. They're looking for attention. But the term sadfishing was coined in about 2019 after Kendall Jenner posted this paid advertisement on the right, revealing her previous struggle with acne, which she called debilitating. And she essentially used it while she was making money, looking like she was essentially a victim. Now, Sad for It, says this organization. Sadfishing is the toxic social media trend where celebs, including Kendall Jenner, use their misery to get likes. We all know people who are guilty of attention seeking on social media, but this trend can turn toxic. And The Sun says people who go sadfishing often deliberately hold certain details back in order to entice their followers in, or in some cases, make the problem seem bigger than it really is. Almost like fake news about themselves. But we have to be really careful, parents and teachers. We need to make sure it's not begging for attention that's really, really needed. Now, what is it? Well, celebrities and influencers often get thousands of likes and comments when they go sadfishing, but ordinary teens might only get a few likes or sympathetic comments, which could make them feel terrible or even worse. Now, sadfishing can lead to cyberbullying, feelings of depression, self-harm, grooming by predators. And predators will look for these kinds of posts and try to make connections with vulnerable teens who may be easier to exploit. They use the information shared to gain their trust and to get them to open up. Once the connection's made, they usually encourage the conversations to be moved to a private chat where they'll continue to look for ways to solicit personal information, images, etc., says the Innocent Lives Foundation. I want to remind parents that predators are going to be 15 times nicer to your students than you are. No, they don't sit in a dark room with a hoodie typing on a computer. They are on every network that your kids are on, and they're looking for this kind of behavior, and that's why you need to be on every single app your kids are using. So when should parents be concerned if their kids are fishing for attention online? Well, let's listen to this news clip with a family psychologist. This is from Fox 61.
But when should we, or parents and anybody out there, be thinking this is not just, a simple complaint?
So the difficulty is social media really lacks context. So you can't pick up on inflection or sometimes sarcasm
it's
or
open
other
for
things.
interpretation.
Right. And so I think you sometimes go with the literal interpretation of what the words mean. And the developmental task for teens is to learn that their words have meaning. Mm-hmm. In the same way that we can't make threatening, use threatening words against people. We can't use threatening and concerning words about ourselves. So I think if kids are worried, they need to tell their parents, and sometimes those parents might need to reach out to other parents. We absolutely need to take those words very seriously.
Well, and it's a good reminder that we should talk to our kids and remind them that it's okay to not be okay, but just recognize when you're feeling that way to reach out, to ask for help, and that it's okay to ask for help.
Right.
But when
what can parents do about sadfishing? First, explain to your children that putting their vulnerabilities out on social media might lead to negative responses and consequences. Regularly remind your children that you care about their mental well-being and let them know that they can come to you or a trusted adult if they're having a hard time. And make sure they understand the difference between, I used to call it texting and tweeting, but nowadays it's really, is it public or private? They should go vent to a best friend. We promote at smartsocial.com. When you're having a bad day, talk to a parent, a trusted adult, go to your best friend, text them, go, I'm having a terrible day. What are you doing? How's it going? We want your student to have those connections, that community, but we don't want them to put that out publicly, A, because they won't shine online, and you know that. If you've seen any of my videos, you know that's what I promote, and B, that's what predators are looking for to contact your children. Consider having your child talk with a therapist. If they're showing any signs of any of this, go to a licensed professional. They are our friends. They're there to help us, and we want you to consider using them. Also, parents, if you're looking for an overview of all of this stuff, I have a free webinar that I host every month, every couple weeks actually. Free parent webinar, 5 practical ways to keep students safe online, and 25 of the most dangerous apps that you should avoid. Educators, I've got you covered also. It's a free webinar for educators, 7 digital citizenship dangers to know in 2020 and how to promote safety on campus and online. You're covered with one of these 2 webinars. Click the links below. And guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. Please rate, subscribe, and review so I can meet more and reach more parents and educators just like you, so that we can keep kids safe on social media so they can someday shine online. Make sure you have that strong dialogue with your kids. Have those talks before you think you need them. Because remember, it's not like it's going to be a light that shows up on your dashboard or your car dashboard and says, warning, your kids are going to be in trouble. You are the only safety app that will protect your children in the middle of the night and when things go wrong. With smartsocial.com, I'm Josh Oakes. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode. As always, keep it light, bright, and polite because your kids are watching. We'll see you soon. Have a great day.